13天的时间，木头女神的 ARKK 跌去 33%， 回到了去年10月的水平。纳斯达克100科技指数 QQQ 跌去了 12%， 回到了去年9月的水平。一节番茄的账户呢，整体虽然还是在往上走，但最近也是在高位反复的震荡，难以突破新高。很多投资者对于现在的市场非常的害怕，主要原因有2个：一、利率的提升，这对股市会有毁灭性的打击，因为利率是没有风险的收益。如果银行存款能够达到 20% 每年，谁还会去买股票呢？二、很多投资者都注意到了这次的板块轮动，资金从成长股流出，流进了金融和能源板块，这让投资者非常的恐慌，觉得成长股的熊市即将到来。但是利率真的是影响股市的罪魁祸首吗？成长股是否开始进入熊市了呢？散户们现在是否应该开始布局其他的板块，比如现在涨得非常不错的能源和金融呢？方舟基金的 CEO Cathie Wood 木头女神在本周的视频中语出惊人，给大家带来了完全不一样的视角和看法。由于干货非常的多，一节番茄这次就给大家带来一期精品解读。首先我们来看一看 Cathie Wood 对于利率上涨的看法。
Now, one of the things that a lot of investors say, well, interest rates have gone up. Of course, this is a killer for your strategy. I don't think the market's ever priced in interest rates at 0.5% on the 10-year Treasury, or today 1.5%. I think that the market, I went through this in a previous video, the market has been assuming that interest rates would normalize somewhere in the 4% or even 5% range. And that's how, taking the inverse of that, we got to sort of a normalized PE in the 20 to 25 range. Couldn't get through there. 1 over 4% is 25, 1 over 5% is 20. So we don't think the market has priced any of these low interest rates in. And so to say that these strategies should go down because of interest rates, we just don't buy.
听完了木头女神的解读，不知道大家有什么看法？这里呢，一节番茄给一点自己的解读。首先第一点，这2周有刺激国债上涨的新闻吗？的确有，比如7年期国债的衡量需求的认购倍数创历史新低，导致了国债价格下跌，收益率上涨。在一些新闻里呢，也能看到，因为按揭证券 NBS 需要进行凸性对冲，国债被卖出，这样同样导致了国债短期内快速上涨。但是大家同样要注意，利率上涨是这2周的事儿吗？不是的吧？10年期国债利率从2020年10月份开始就一直在涨了，都涨了半年了，要回调，去年10月就应该回调了。而且根据木头女神透露的信息，市场从来就没有把短期的利率运用到股市的估值上，被 price in 的一直都是 4% 甚至是 5% 的利率，所以利率上涨对于股市下跌一点关系都没有，对大家的投资策略呢也不会有任何的影响。那如果大跌不是由利率导致的，又是什么引起的呢？这里 Cathie Wood 给出了一些更加语出惊人的观点，我们来一起看一下。
And then in terms of what's happening in the markets today, let's address the equity market. There's a big rotation taking place. It's moving from growth into value. Now, this started in the fourth quarter, and the surprise to us is that our strategy had held up as well as it did until the last 2 weeks. And we were beginning to think, oh, maybe they can coexist. Well, we don't think they can coexist, but what I'm about to say might surprise you. If the algorithms out there, and the market is highly algo driven these days. We learned that from the coronavirus when algos just ripped through the market and, sold stocks that had small cash cushions and were in a cash burn situation. And many of those stocks held solutions to the problems. So, they were cut by 2/3 at that time. It made no sense. But these algorithms, if they're given just two variables, they're probably going to make a lot of mistakes. If the variables they're using today are price to book and dividend yields, then we think that they're going to be very wrong, because those kinds of value stocks probably haven't been investing very aggressively to become a part of the new world and the innovation that's burgeoning today. There are value managers out there, very good ones, who understand their biggest risks are value traps caused by innovation. So they're picking their spots very well. But be careful, because value, we believe, is going to continue to face massive headwinds, especially those companies that have not invested to move into the new world. And even retail, many people say, well, can't possibly hurt retail any more than it already has. I can tell you that's not true. So if you look in the United States, online retail as a share of total retail is roughly 20% now. It grew at 4 times the pace this year, or in the last year, as it did the prior 4 years. So 4 years into one. So it's close to 20%. If you look at S-curves, where does the sweet spot occur? It starts happening in the 10% market share, 15, 20, and then there's the takeoff. And given the coronavirus now, we're all much more comfortable shopping online. There were some who just wouldn't do it before. They had too much of a habit going or something. That's changed. And so I think anyone who thinks we're going back in time is mistaken. And of course, retail, financial services, energy, this increase in energy, that's almost what makes me feel good about what's going on. If you look year to date, energy stocks are up 37.5% and financials up 13%. Much of that occurred in the last month. 22% increase in energy just in the last month and 8% in financials. So that accelerated appreciation is what has caused this rotation algorithm saying, okay, past is prologue, it's happening faster, let's get rid of our growth stocks and let's go into value. The fact that those two sectors are at the top of the league tables this year and in the last month makes me feel good from a couple of points of view. One, the bull market has broadened out. It did not narrow into one strategy like the internet in the late 80s. That was a recipe for the tech and telecom bust that we saw. So this rotation is healthy, a good correction, shakeout is healthy, great time to average into strategies you like. And I do believe, on the other hand, that energy and financial services are going to be two of the most disrupted sectors thanks to electric vehicles, autonomous electric vehicles, and thanks to digital wallets. Those are two and three of the biggest opportunities brewing out there. So the fact that energy and financials are leading the pack suggests to me that this is not going to be long-lived. I'm happy they've had such a burst, and the other algo rule here is move from high value stocks, high valuation stocks, to low valuation stocks. So again, be careful. A lot of low valuation stocks are going to be set up for disruption. And then there are rules like, okay, let's follow the price momentum. It's a moomoo trade. And again, if truth is going to win out, that will be a losing strategy.
好了，这里我们结合 Cathie Wood 的话，回答一下大家的问题。一，成长股是否开始进入熊市了呢？当然没有。这是一次正常的板块轮动，它不仅仅是健康的，也是良好的，代表着牛市并没有集中在一个板块之上。而且就算 Cathie Wood 是错误的，这次回调的确是由利率上涨导致的估值调整，那和熊市有什么关系呢？没有关系，调整完了该怎么涨怎么涨，以后改变世界的还是这些公司。二，散户们现在是否应该开始布局其他板块，比如现在涨得相当不错的能源和金融还有零售呢？他的看法呢是完全不建议，因为自动驾驶、电子钱包 以及其他破坏性创新科技的出现，导致这两个板块现在和将来会受到严重的打击。同时他也认为当前的上涨趋势不可持续。希望 Cathie Wood 的回答让大家松了一口气，也让大家对自己当前的持股更加的有信心。这里呢，一姐番茄再给大家一些数据。当前疫情呢已经开始得到比较好的控制了，从12月份日增20多万例到现在的日增67415例，新增人数已经退回到了去年10月的水平，死亡率呢也开始下降。截止2021年3月4日，7天平均死亡率呢已经降低到了1703起。疫苗大规模开始产出，每100个人中就有24个打了疫苗，这个数字呢还在不断的攀升。拜登也立下了100日疫苗接种目标，计划在上任最初的100天内完成1亿次的疫苗接种工作。疫情得到了控制，其他数据也逐渐走强，初次申请失业金人数不断的创出新低，失业率已经降到了 6.2%。虽然离疫情前的 3% 还是有一些距离，但已经相差不远。加州的主题公园都已经放出新闻，打算在4月1日就要开始全面对公众开放，旅游、餐饮等行业的春天将要来临，这会进一步带动失业率的下降。而随着 1.9万亿政策的落实，人们购买力增加的同时，也会进一步刺激经济。所以美国已经正式开始经济复苏。既然是经济复苏阶段，那经济肯定是越来越好，更多的人会回到工作岗位，疫情也会在不远的将来在人们的嬉笑声中变成一个茶余饭后的话题。这次成长股的大跌呢，一姐番茄也是准备好了子弹，打算加仓几只特别看好的股票，点赞满5000全部分享给大家。那对于刚刚进入市场的小伙伴呢，一姐番茄能给的建议其实只有一个，那就是多学习。股市不是赌场，短期是情绪的博弈，长期是价值的成长。想要成为一个成熟的财富稳定增长的投资者，不停的学习，不停的充实自己才是最重要的。这里也要告诉大家一个好消息，一姐番茄和多位大家喜欢的博主一起经历了几个月时间准备的终身学习读书会终于要和大家见面了。老李、老汤、小南还有一姐番茄4位博主一起为大家精心挑选了100本不同领域的好书，会在1年的时间内带你们读完。书的内容呢，包括了经济、心理、金融等各个领域，帮助大家成为更加优秀的投资者。每一本书我们都会进行深度的拆解分析，梳理书中的核心内容、案例、要点，在15到20分钟的音频中为大家呈现出来。且每一期的内容呢，都会根据书稿制作相应的思维导图，方便大家更好地理解书中的内容。录制音频的目的主要是希望可以帮助大家利用好自己的碎片时间去精进自己，因为它拓宽的不仅仅是你的视野，更多的是你的思维方式以及认知边界。微信加入呢，只要扫描屏幕的2维码，网页版请点击视频描述中的链接。期待与你们在终身学习读书会再次相遇。那最近呢，各大券商都在疯狂的送钱，一姐番茄的建议是羊毛不薅，真的对不起这些券商的一片心意。Webull券商就在疯狂的送股票，用一姐番茄的链接注册，入金100就送2只价格可达$1850的股票。一姐番茄的朋友呢，就抽到了价值260多的 Facebook， 非常建议大家都去试试，感觉他们送的股票性价比相当的高。moomoo券商呢也在送股票，使用一姐番茄的链接注册，入金就送4只股票，而且是一个账户可以做美股、港股、A 股，且也没有佣金。注册链接呢，我也放在了视频的描述里。本期视频就到这里，觉得有帮助的小伙伴不要忘记点赞留言，这是对一姐番茄最大的鼓励。如果有问题和其他感兴趣的话题，欢迎留言。谢谢大家，我们下期再见。